Gypsy Rose Blanchard showed off her new nose just 5 months after she was released from prison for helping kill her abusive mother. Now, Gypsy posted this photo on TikTok showing off her brand new look, including her blonde hair. She revealed she was going under the knife last month. Here she is before and after the procedure. She talked with People magazine and told them why that she decided to get plastic surgery.
I think I had been wanting to go through a physical transformation to sort of separate myself from the old Gypsy. I felt like, going into prison, growing my hair out, that was me evolving into my own back then. But then coming out of prison was another evolving moment for me. And so I think that right now I'm very comfortable in the way I look, and I'm proud and I have confidence now.
Okay, so Al, you've been very fascinated and compelled by her whole story.
Yes.
And herself in general. Why do you think she's in a new prison now? What do you think about her theory of changing her look to give her this new chapter in her life?
I think she's changing her look because she wants to be what everybody else in LA is, famous. She's trying to look like a celebrity, and that celebrity culture can be intoxicating. The only thing is, a lot of times when people come up and they become celebrities, whether athletes, that means, Sam, you were a swimmer, you're a good athlete when you're 15, 16, so you're used to being treated differently kind of your whole life until you arrive. To be dropped into that, the way she is, where just all of a sudden you are famous from, a couple of years ago you were in jail, I worry about her. And I do worry about the example that it does set for people, like, hey, you do your time and then you can be famous too, even though it probably won't work out for that person.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I would agree with you except for this one minor thing, and I could be wrong, but Gypsy was mentally, physically, and medically tortured, and she was physically changed. She had her mother ripped her teeth all out. She had her hair come out because she went through chemo she didn't need. She had surgeries, feeding tubes. So I wonder if changing your face and your physical form by the way you want to do it instead of someone else putting you under the knife, I'm putting myself under the knife for me, might be a completely cathartic, peaceful way of meeting a new Gypsy. She said the old Gypsy, not myself. She called it like a separate compartmentalized it. So I wonder if it's a PTSD thing of, I got to change to look like a new me so I feel like I am on the outside and the inside.
I hope she's getting mental health treatments as well.
Me too.
Especially because when you're, Hollywood it can spit anybody out, right? And I feel like if you're very vulnerable like she is, and she's had such a, to your point, Tori, a long history of trauma, I really worry about how she will be used and discarded, and I think that's just she's gonna end up in a worse situation, in my opinion, and that's worrisome.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything. I just, it's just weird how we view celebrity these days. You say something 20 years ago, you get pulled out of the spotlight for saying that. You kill your mother or have a hand in killing your mother, and maybe justifiable or not, you get thrust into the spotlight. It's very weird, and we have examples of Honey Boo Boo, Britney, everybody, the Bobbits we were talking about, everybody. It's so weird. We have examples of the Coreys. Like, you don't treat kids like this or someone with mental that isn't right upstairs. But yet, it's right in front of us, and we're talking about it right now. But everyone is talking about the injustice happening to Britney and all these other child actors. So I just think it's very ironic.
It is. I agree. All right, so let's talk about Anne Hathaway, because she had a funny moment on Jimmy Fallon last night. She was on the show to promote her new movie, The Idea of You, which is based on a novel, and was talking about a moment with her co-star. Take a look.
So many people. I actually burst out laughing when he walked in because has anybody here read the book?
No, we don't read.
Well, you should.
We don't read. This is the Tonight Show. Yeah, you want to go. You want to go over to Stephen. You want to go to Stephen Colbert if you want to get people that read books.
So do people even read books anymore? Are they listening to it audio, podcast? Is anybody reading an actual book?
My husband is like an adamant reader. He reads every night. But I think that when we talk about audiobooks, there is kind of like this hierarchy. Like, I'm better than you because I physically read this book and you listened to it. But I think we're missing a big component that audiobooks bred access to
to people who may not have had access to books for a multitude of reasons. Maybe it was because of their ability to read the book, their ability to access the book, or some people are purely audio learners. That's how they retain information. So I think
You're
that when
sitting
we...
next to one. Yeah.
My husband too. He's an audio learner.
I was undiagnosed ADHD, so in college I just had to reading a book.
You wouldn't fit it. Yeah.
It would never a chapter would never happen. So I had to listen and take things in.
Right, and I don't think there should be a hierarchy on that.
Agreed.
If you're consuming new information, does it really matter how you're consuming it?
Do you think you take as much in listening to a book as you would reading it? Because reading, you have to sit there. Listening, you could be doing the laundry.
Yeah.
You're texting Anthony.
I'm audio visual, so I have to hear it, and then when I see it, it solidifies it for me. So when I read a book, I pick up on certain things. I pick up on more like dates, times, things like that. When I'm listening to a book, it gives me a context that draws a bigger picture for me.
Books are sexy.
Final thought?
Just so you know, books are sexy. There's great book clubs if you're looking for people to meet up with. There's digital book clubs. They take you to a whole new world, and if you're looking from 1 to 5, you can get a free book a month for your child at Imagination Library from Dolly Parton. She's donated 150 million plus books for free.
Yeah, we not only do we have her, but there's another incredible organization, and then somebody, please, the name's escaping me. It's a Jewish organization. No, and they send, since Mark is Jewish and my dad is Jewish, they send books to our family to educate my kids on all things Judaism, which is really cool. And it's free. It's a free program.
Yeah.
If anybody can please give me that name. Nope. Okay. I'll let you know later.